video is focused on the registration process of Binance. That's the Binance desktop. So if you're finding it difficult to create an account on Binance or to verify your account, this video will help you out with that. Yeah. I will also be dropping an email in the description below, so you can send me an email and I'm happy to get on a video call with you to help you out if you are having any issues with the registration of Binance. Now, I will not be creating a video for the mobile registration process. This is because of how the new registration process of Binance currently it's actually a bit tricky. You have to verify your account immediately after creating it. So, but you can reach out to me via email, and I'm happy to help you out with that as soon as possible. So let's get to the video. Let's switch to the dark mode as always. Now over here you will see the register and the login. Okay, and we'll be focused on the register button because we want to register an account. So when you click on the register button, you get to this place and it automatically detects your country. Okay, I'm Nigeria, that's why it's showing Nigeria. Now if you're using a VPN, it automatically shows you the current location, so you have to change it to Nigeria. Now you will see the personal and the entity accounts. Now if you want me to create a video for the entity accounts, do let me know in the comment section below and I'll be happy to do a video for that. So we'll be focused on the personal accounts for this video. So that's what the process I'll be seeing here. So when you click on the personal account, this shows up. So here we'll have to put in our email address and then a strong password. Okay, so I'll put in my email address now that I'll be using for this video. So these are alias email address for creating this video. Now we'll choose a password and we'll have a list of requirements. So if you check the right hand, the pop-up here, you see a green and a red button. That's the X red and the green one. So these are requirements from Binance for verifying an account. Okay, so your password needs to be very strong and it needs to comply with these three things. So once you click on it, as once you put in an email, a password that it's strong, it automatically checks everything to a green good, and then you agree with the terms and condition and you click on next. So now when in some cases you get an error, that's the verify failed error. Please try again on the top right, as you can see the pop-up. Now this happens in most cases where you use a VPN to create an account or an incognito mode. So if you look at the top right, you will see a incognito button there, which means I'm using incognito mode for this, and I purposely did that to show you why this error will come up. So when it happens, just reload and try again. But I'm advising you use a normal browser without an incognito and probably VPN for this to work for you. So I'll switch to a normal account and then we'll try again. So if you look on here, you can see that now I'm switched to a normal account. That's a normal browser, not an incognito browser. And then if you check the next button, automatically it works. Okay, so this is where you put in the verification the code. Now it's normally sent to your email, that's email account that you provided. Okay, so we wait for the code to come into our email. It doesn't take long for it to come in, provided you have a stable or a strong network. Okay, so you just refresh the account a bit and hopefully the email will get in. Okay, oh sorry, we forgot to click on the get code. Okay, so click on the get code and the verification should come in immediately. So wait for a few minutes for that. Dun, dun, tararan, dun. So yeah, well, the code is here already. So just open the email and then you copy the code and you have to go back to and put in your code, and then you click on the next button, that's the submit button, and then you get to the mobile verification part of it. Okay, now on this mobile verification part, you need a fresh mobile phone number for this. Yeah. Now, if you use an old phone number, or more like a phone number that is already associated rather with a Binance account, it will give you an error code. Now, we'll try this out and you will see it. Okay, so this phone number that we are putting in now, it's already linked to another account. So when you click on the get code, automatically it gets in an error that it's already linked to another account. Okay, so we'll have to use a fresh phone number for this. So if you probably have an account linked initially, you have to look for a fresh phone number, probably get registered and register a phone number and then come back for it. Okay, so as you can see, it's still giving the error. Why? Because we already have a phone number. We have an account, this phone number is already linked into. Okay, so that's why it's doing that. So in this case, we'll have to put in a fresh phone number that we use for this video to walk us through this process. So we'll put in our phone number on here. So this is a fresh phone number. This isn't linked to any accounts yet. So when you put it, we'll click on next, and then we'll click on our get code, and the code will be sent to your phone number. It shouldn't take long for you to get it, and it's already sent. So we'll now have to input the code that we received from our phone, or received in our phone number rather, and then we'll hit the submit button. So this will now verify the phone number that we imputed. Okay, so in this section, what we just need to do is to verify our identity. So we'll have to put in our, when it loads, I'll put in our phone number, sorry, our first name, our last name, middle name, and date of birth. Okay, so this should be in correspondence with what you have in your ID card, because you on the next stage put in your ID card. So we'll have to put in our first name or our last name, and then we'll choose a date of birth for this. Okay, so this is an alias, so we actually won't be using any ID card for this, but I will show you how it's done though. So we'll select a date of birth and we'll click on continue. So on this place, we'll have to put in your address, your residential address, which should also tally with your ID card, and then your postal code and your city, and then you click on continue. Okay, now this will take you to where you have to put in your identification. So on here, you have to either submit your government issued ID, or your passport, or your driver's license. So because it's an alias, like I said, we won't be walking through this particular process. Okay, but I will show you how it's done. Okay, so the process is similar in all. So you just click on it and click on continue. All right, and then you have to just put in your front and, okay, the front and the back, a picture of the ID card. All right, so it's the same thing for the passport and the driver's license and the ID card. So it's the same thing for all. So you just put that in and then you submit. Okay, so the verification doesn't take long, provided it tallies with your what you provided on initial details. Okay, so if you have any issues with this, do let me know. Send me an email. Email is in the description below, and I'm happy to help you out with the issues you're having on this particular phase of the registration process. So if you find this video helpful, do click on the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe. So thanks for watching. Cheers.